So today episode I wanted to talk about One Direction. I have obsession over One Direction for I don't know how long. Wait, but it started in 2020, I guess, when COVID-19 started, like in the end of 2020, December, which is that year One Direction already broken up. So I don't know why I love it. It just keep popping out and my timeline and I'm just basically obsessed. And in that fandom there are tons tons of like irrational theory that I believe. Don't know why. Back then probably I was 15 and I decided to believe the theory. I don't know why. I don't know why. And now I'm going to tell you what are the theories that I believe back in the day about One Directions. I think the most popular one is Larry Steinlinson, and I am like a big fan of that. And let me, oh my gosh, to be honest, I'm being a huge fan of One Directions because I find out about this allegedly gay couple in the um band. And because I don't know, like they keep popping out in my timeline about this rumor, and I was like, "Oh my god, what's the tea, guys?" As a 15-year-old, that's that kind of irrational and irrelevant, but I think this is quite interesting, and so I find out more about that, and let me tell you, all of the edits, some of them are kind of exaggerating, but some of them kind of make sense. Like it kind of make you think like, oh my goodness, this is just very clear proof of them ever being in a relationship. Like there's no way they're not. And then it lead me to not believing any of their ex-girlfriend. And that it's became more ridiculous than ever, right? If I think about it now. So let's talk about what I'm thinking back in the day. I'm thinking at that moment when I found out the relationship, the allegedly gay relationship in the band, I was like, hold up. Because let me tell you, the first time I find out about that, I wasn't really in the internet because I was in boarding school and I'm tired of explaining to people all the time. I used to be in a boarding school. I don't have like so many access into the internet, so I don't know shit anything about the real world, especially when it comes to like another country, right? That's just so strange to me. And the first time I know this bitch gay, I was like, what the hell? And I am Muslim. And I was like, oh my god, is that haram? Is it make me part of it? All this stupid question when actually, what the hell are you talking about? But I find it a little interesting and it kind of made me have this character development and the value that I have right now. Because because of that, I become like so much tolerable or like had tons of tolerance with different value, different point of view, and I think that's a beautiful thing. So yeah, back to the story. I found out they were gay. I mean, allegedly, and I was like, at the moment, actually, I think I have a crush on Harry Styles. So when I found out he allegedly having a relationship with Louis Tomlinson and all of his girlfriend was fake, I was like, yay! Thank God he's gay. Oh my God, I don't have to be jealous of his ex-girlfriends because they are not real. He's actually in love with Louis Tomlinson. Like I love the idea so much. That sounds insane. Now, Harry, if you're watching this, I think I'm gonna give you a point of view on why people are obsessed with you, with Louis Tomlinson, which is they're in love to make you gay or something like that. Okay, maybe they had a really huge crush on you, like based on my experience. you're one of my favorite member. And like at that point in life, I was like, my goodness, I wish that I was live in London or something so I can hit on you and we can be in a relationship. I know that sounds ridiculous. And I'm 15 years old anyway. We have like 10 years gaps and I'm not even living in London. I like live in a different continent away. And so the idea of you being gay with Louis Tomlinson, it was like, all right, good. I don't have to be jealous of this models. I don't have to compare myself with these beautiful ladies that Harry Styles stated. So I kind of support the allegations. I would, so that kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is, guys. Oh my goodness. So I started to believe that they were real. And besides, so many edits, so many videos proving that they're in a relationship, which is kind of my goodness. They kind of, I now, even now, I partly believe that they were exist back in the day, but not now. Part of me, you know, so I used to believe that they're still in a relationship until like 2020 or something. I used to believe that. And all of their ex girlfriends are not real. That's what I used to believe. Now I believe that in some point they exist, but doesn't mean that their ex girlfriends are not real. It kind of real. So partly what I believe is true, partly it's wrong. That's what I believe now. Yeah, but I believe a lot of crazy things when I was 15 years old. So I don't know. Oh, yeah. And then it leads me to not believe any of their ex girlfriends. And I have I don't know, like I have this kind of resentment from for all of those ex girlfriends. And that also partly why people are judging on their ex girlfriends. And I'm talking about Eleanor, I'm talking about Tyler Swift, Kendall Jenner. I hate that those two because they used to date Harry Styles. I swear to God, like, oh my goodness, I have this resentment holding a grudge on this beautiful woman that Harry Styles dated back in the day. And I was like, what the fuck? That's kind of why I was like, yeah, they're not real. He's not really in love with them, you know. So I make all of these excuses to reject my insecurity, I think. And I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna admit that because I'm just 15-year-old. And if you're celebrating watching this, I just want to remind you sometimes these just 15-year old don't know what to think, don't know what to believe. So because that's me. That's me. So yeah. I believe that all of their ex girlfriends not real. First, Eleanor. I think she's been with Louis Tomlinson for the longest than his other ex girlfriend, and she received so much hate from those, and I kind of feel bad for her. I don't know what's going on. I cannot say you deserve it or not, but I don't think you deserve it because maybe at some point you're his real ex girlfriend. He indeed love you and da da da. It's just so sad that you're dating the member of most famous boy band in the world. So you receive so much hate. But if I were you, I would like walk like I rule fucking world, bro. Like I mean, you're dating Louis Tomlinson in his prime. You had him in his prime, and I'm jealous. Obviously people get mad at you. You have like easy access to them. So you're exactly where you want to be. You're exactly where people want them to be. And if that makes sense. I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, so I don't believe that they were real. And that's not even the worst part of what I believe. Okay, hold on a second. So I I kind of like not memorize the timeline of Harry Styles' girlfriend, but I remember Louis Tomlinson dating Eleanor before Harry had any of girlfriend. I think it started when he dated Tyler Swift. I don't know. I mean, like that the most famous one, so that kind of why I remember. But all right, let's switch it up. Switch it up. Who is the timeline of Harry Styles' girlfriend? Okay, let's see. The timeline of Harry Styles' girlfriend. Okay, cool. Okay, so see the first one, famous ex-girlfriend is Taylor Swift. It started in 2012, and One Direction's formed in 2011. So that's 1 year away from it. So that kind of Taylor Swift. That, oh my God, that's why I'm not sweet Swifties. Partly that's kind of the reasons why I hate her at that moment. Now I was just, thinking objectively, right? Trust me. By the moment, I hate Taylor Swift because she dated Harry Styles back in the day, and I strongly believe that Harry Styles not love her. Sorry, because just jealousy speaking. Sorry, sorry. Okay, and then who's next? And then Kendall Jenner. Really? In 2013, and Camille Rowe. I mean, the two that I hate the most of Harry Styles' acts is two of them, Tyler and Kendall. I don't feel a thing about Camille, Kiko Mizuhara. What the hell? Olivia Wilde. Olivia Wilde. I don't hate her much. Not as much as I do hate Taylor Swift and Kendall Jenner. Don't know why. Don't know fucking why. But I have some grudge with Jordan. I'm not even having like one-sided beef with Eleanor. It's just like okay, hate her, then that's it. But like Taylor Swift and Kendall, I think it tangled in my heart that I hate her. And sometimes it was like kind of questioning myself, why do I hate this so much? But let me tell you, I'm not a Swiftie. And the reason of that, it's not because that she did Harry Styles, that different story, because I partly a fan of Kanye West too. And yeah, so sorry. So that, and the worst theory that I ever believe of those two is that no, not they, only Louis. I don't believe Freddie Tomlinson's real. I know that kind of mean. I know, and I'm probably gonna cancel it after this. But guys, remember this is 15-year-old. I think I used to believe it was real first time because it confuses me. Because if he is indeed gay, why he's having a child? But it was just like okay, whatever. It's your choice. I don't care. But then there's this one Instagram account telling everybody about their theory that Freddie Tomlinson is not real. I was like reading all of that day and night, and I was that kind of makes sense, and I started to believe it. What the fucking hell? And as the year goes by, I was like, yeah, Freddie, it's real. Why would I think it's not real? But back in the day, I was like, that's not kind of real. And thank God no one know about this my weird obsession over One Directions. Cause oh my goodness, if I look back into that, you're kind of weird. Cause why the hell you believe all of the things that you read on the internet, bro? I was like, yeah, but that's kind of, and that's not even the worst part. And do you know Crowned by Olive or something? I followed that. I followed that account. So basically, that Instagram account is behind that account that allegedly them, like a whole One Direction's member. So I used to believe that Niall Horan is dating this white woman. I forget the name, but he have a kid, but he hiding it. He's married with this white woman, blonde girl. Don't know who. Forgot. And then I believe that Liam and Zayn is not a relationship. So holy fucking shit. I know that's crazy, like super crazy. I know that they have a really good connection as a friend, as a best friend. By the moment I believe that they were in a relationship. Now I believe, why would I believe that? And even it lead me to like, oh, Zayn relationship with Gigi Hadid, not real. Zayn relationship with who? Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, Perry Edwards, not real. Kai and Gigi's fake pregnancy. That's what I thought. Can you fucking believe it? Bro, I kind of have a little resentment on Gigi Hadid and Fams. Really. Same thing as I have it with Kendall Jenner and Taylor Swift. They're kind of crazy. Because also, like, Zayn is also one of my favorite. Almost all of them are my favorite. But my top two is Harry Styles and Zayn. Now, Zayn. Totally. But that's what I used to believe. And now that I think about it, like, that kind of ridiculous. And they're absolutely true. The kid's true. The pregnancy's true. They did in a relationship and everything. It's just so ridiculous. You know? Yeah, that's crazy. And now let's talk about what I do believe. What made me think all of my belief back in the days wrong. Okay, so about Larry thing, right? Harry and Larry. Now do I believe that they were in relationship? Partly in the beginning, I think they have this connection, really, um, that we cannot comprehend, but because the things are complicated and I don't know what it make I just don't know at the moment because I mean I was in 2020 when I figured this out, but now in 2025 I kind of believe that that's partly true in the beginning of their career in one team. Their connections like amazing, their friendships amazing, and if you look at the videos that kind of show that they were kind of gay and yeah, I don't know how to explain it, guys. You need to like go watch it because there's no way they're not. Because that's what it's giving me. Like, I'm watching that as a 21 years old girl, alright? And I believe that that shit kind of real at the beginning of the career. Now, it's kind of hard when you try to separate your feelings when you actually work together. And I think they start to have this PR relationship with Tyler Swift. I would agree that that kind of PR relationship. I kind of partly agree, but not gonna lie, I think they can have feelings even though that's a PR relationship. But does it mean it real or no? I think after Kendall Jenner, I believe the relationship real. Like Camille Rowe and whoever the fuck that hairstyle dated, I think that's real. Despite the allegation of him being gay, I don't give a fuck. I don't think he coming out, even though all of his artwork is kind of pointing towards the gay allegations. But I don't care. Like now I believe that he indeed dating all of these women. Like that's real. It's not fake relationship. And about Louis Tomlinson, I think, yeah, those are real. I think those are real. And maybe he's gay a little bit. It's the same with hairstyles. And yeah, I don't think that I should to know more about that. I just correct what I believe back in the day. I believe that Larry Tomlinson real. Yeah, partly in the beginning. Other than that, no. They kind of have this weird connection now, which yeah, very unfortunate, right? Like we love One Direction, they kind of lost the connections, but it is what it is. It's what life is. So yeah, that's what I believe. I don't know if that right or wrong, but for now, I believe that they're separated. They kind of hate each other, maybe. They kind of avoid each other, maybe. That's what I believe right now. But yeah, I hope that they make a good connection, though, as a friend. Alright. Oh, sorry. And then, do I believe that Freddie real? Yeah, I've told before. I did believe Freddie real. Like, because The reason why I do believe it, because they try to prove that all of his photo of like Freddie Tomlinson is edited, and I know like because Louis had a movie or a documentary, and it shows his connections with Freddie. I was like, there's no way that's edited. That's totally real. What am I fucking believing back in the day? I'm so sorry, Louis. Oh my gosh, I still love you. Still listen to your song. All right, whatever. And then, next up, do I believe that Niall Horan have a wife and a kids? Uh, kind of no. I kind of know. I don't think he ever problematic. So I just assume that all what he did is honest. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just don't believe that he have kids. I think. Yeah. Okay. And I believe that his girlfriend all is real. So we because he's unproblematic. Is that whatever? So, and then do I believe Zayn and Liam because they're pretty close right after Liam passing away? I mean, I believe that Liam had so much love to give to Zayn, to the boys, to the fans, and it doesn't make him gay or like being resentful with Zayn. I debunk that now. Like there's no fucking way. Yeah, they love each other, but as a best friend, as a friend, that's how they love each other. They're not definitely in a relationship. They're just sweet to each other. I don't believe like I believe Larry. Okay, so that definitely ridiculous. Do I think Kai's not real? Kai is fucking real. I feel like yeah, 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 yeah. Because someone leaked her photo back in the day when she was still a baby, like a baby that cannot walk, and then someone's leaked it again when she can walk. The face is the same, so I was like, all right, that kid real. My goodness, I know it's ridiculous, but yeah, that's the life of fun girl, fan girl. So yeah, that's the crazy rumor that I believe, and now I kind of think that it's not real. What I think the only rumor that true is that Simon Cowell, Simon who? I forgot. Simon that it's a bitch. That's like the the most verified rumors that I believe or whatever. Do you know what I fucking mean? I don't know what I mean. So that's kind of it. Thank you for today. Have a good time.